If you go through the streets of Oakland, there were thousands of people living on the streets.
I was homeless and living in Oakland, and I was addicted to drugs.
We are the Alameda County Mobile Outreach Team. The pandemic hit and we had to close our daycare center because families weren't bringing their students. The first day we were closed, I forgot to tell the kitchen. And so the kitchen prepared the meals for the children just like they normally do. And they realized that, oh, the daycare's closed. Major, what do you want us to do with these 60 meals that we have just sitting here? And I thought about the many people that are sleeping on the street. Then it grew from about 60 that first day. Within a week, we were doing about 200. Within a month, we were up to 500 meals per day, delivering to encampments and tiny home communities in Oakland. Instead of being a mobile meal delivery program, we began to be a mobile outreach team because we wanted to find answers for these individuals that we had met. And we developed relationships with these people that were living on the streets where they would call us by first name and we would call them by first name.
Good morning. I have lunches. It takes a long time just to even build their trust, and showing up and being there every day helps that greatly, and just being able to provide what they're asking for, even if it's something so little that you and I take for granted, like an ID. Just the willingness to go out and do that for them gives them that little bit of home and that love. And then that opens up a lot more dialogue for me to be able to talk to them and see what they need to get them out of the situation that they're in.
Young men like myself growing up in Oakland, I just didn't have the childhood that I think a child should have. You know, I started selling cocaine at 11 years old. 4 or 5 years old, I was smoking pot. My first experience with Salvation Army, I was a recipient of the outreach program when they come out, pass out toiletries, clothing, food, give us spiritual guidance and things like that. And I've seen some traumatizing experiences with women, men, children on the street that it's really a deplorable situation. That's why I'm glad Salvation Army is here to be able to help people, to try to get them, like myself, out of that situation and to become the person that they want to become.
We just let them know that we are dependable, that we are there hitting the pavements every day, and we just go to all of our different sites and just love on them.
Everybody smiled when she pulled up, not just for the food, not just for the toiletries, not just for the pillows, I think because of Chris.
Is it really a job if you love what you do?
She has this bubbly personality that you can't help but love her, and then when I had a chance to go out and do outreach work with her and pass out sandwiches, toiletries, food boxes, clothing, pillows, we were giving away a lot of different stuff.
Our number's at 27 right now of people that have come out of homelessness because of our program. That's the number that we want to see grow, because that's a life that's changed, a life that's gotten out of the street, and now that person has hope. They're in a program or they're in some type of housing, and there's people surrounding them and caring for them to help them on the next step. And so that's what we want to do. We want to make a difference. We want to make a full life change for a homeless person. That's not an easy thing. Sometimes that takes years to make happen. And the homeless outreach team, the mobile outreach team is phase number 1 in that step. And if we can get them to phase number 2, then a phase 3, 4, 5, 6, and 47 are possible to helping them have a normal life.
Like, that's the aha moment. And once they get a feel for that and a taste for that and succeed, then that's the success story. That's going full circle. And that's what makes it all worth it.
That moment for me was when I see my mother cry. Excuse me, I get emotional on that. Seeing her cry, I knew that I needed to get my jumper cables. When I go to a program, I call it like a booster box that jumps a car. I need those battery cables on me, and that's what Salvation Army does. They resuscitate souls. You know, I mean, that might be a good word for it. They resuscitate souls and give a person hope.
Oh, it's heartwarming. It's almost like a mother instinct. You know, like I treat them as if they were my kids. You know, it's human compassion. We don't have enough of it. It's kindness. It's loving on them regardless of their situation or their addiction. Like they're still human and they still need and desire basic things in life. Good to go? It's that interaction and it's that connection that does it for me.